Well, here to give an opinion on what happened next is one of the most fashionable ladies in Hollywood, Miss Jayne Meadows, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this young man with both arms in casts approached you in an ice cream parlor and asked you to feed him some ice cream. What would you do? And here to lick this problem is the only lie detector with a sweet tooth, Carl Reiner. Carl! This man has just learned that this chimpanzee is minding the pet shop for the owner and will fill all orders. What happened next? Well, that's what we hope to find out from a man who won an Academy Award nomination by keeping a few pets of his own in Alcatraz. Telly Savalas. Well, if you're as curious about people as we are, warm up your intuition. We'll be right back with our first test of human nature.
It's the Art Linkletter Show. Brought to you by Alka-Seltzer for relief of headache and upset stomach. And by new formula Ban, helps keep you dry. Also stops odor for 24 hours. And here's Art.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all set for an exciting trip into the unpredictable realm of human behavior, because joining me tonight are three of my friends in show business with one thing in common. They have more fun dealing with people than almost anybody else I know. And I trust that you three students of human nature are ready for our first experiment? After looking around at all the new Easter bonnets this spring, we wondered what the joke writers of the nation would do if they couldn't kid about women in hats. So we went them one better. We took our cameras and our microphones and we went to a millinery shop to see how far a fake hat designer could go with a lady customer and a sample hat. Now, you watch.
The man who designed these hats in the store, let me just bring him over and you'll meet him. You look so jolly. Mr. Anatole, you've probably heard of him. Look at that. Is that a picture? This is Mr. Anatole. He's the man who designed the hat.
Nice to see you.
Isn't she
Very
lovely?
pretty.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I don't like the flower. Please remove that. Oh, good.
All right.
Monstrosity. And although they are all mine.
Monsieur?
No. What? Will you try, please? Yeah?
Yes. Oh, I adore it.
Elegant. Hello.
Monsieur, she wanted something with lavender, too. So
Oh,
this
yes?
might be
Well, we will take a look, eh? You have the eyes, beautiful. Now, I want you to look at... Hello, I think maybe...
My hair won't be like this.
No, it's not. I would like to see from the back. I need... Hello. Un momento, eh? No, they really make them, huh? Oh, pardon. See what I do with it, because...
Don't cut my hair.
Oh, no, don't touch it. In Paris, in my collection this year, I make art which we call the flying saucer, only to show you quickly.
Oh, this is beautiful.
No. What is your first name?
Ruth.
Ruth. Now I will show you what we would do. Now with this design, we have the beam, pardon. We have the beam into the wire, which is covered into these beautiful flowers. But, could you hold that for me, Ruth? Thank you. The crown must show the head. If you were in Paris, you live here, huh?
Yes.
You would be my top hat model. No, I mean serious. Don't laugh, please. Now, pardon? If you can see the hair, can you lean forward? We will break down the wire. We must hold that up to the wire, eh? Now, if you will get that wire, eh?
Yes.
A great pleasure to meet you. She's so charming.
And now, would you like to charge his hat?
Isn't that awful, Jayne? Have you ever seen anything like that buying hats?
Frightening.
cutting the hat up, and you looked at it, and then you said, will you charge that, or will it be cash?
Yeah.
Now, before you tell us what you think that young lady is going to decide to do, let's meet her. This is Miss Ruth Brewer. Hello, Ruth. Well, Ruth is 20 years of age, a single girl, attends art school, takes voice lessons. You interested in becoming a professional singer?
Yes.
And she loves to horseback ride. Those are the vital statistics. Now, panel, how about a couple of questions to help you get an insight into Ruth's personality so you can judge what she did in this peculiar situation? Jayne, you're the only one of the three who've bought women's hats at any...
I hope.
What would you ask?
I'd love to ask Ruth, if you don't mind, Ruth, how many hats do you have in your closet right now?
About 20.
20?
About 20.
Oh, you're
See,
a hat
darling,
fancy.
I'm not the only
I love
one. Do you buy hats or clothes in general to please men or to please other women?
Please myself.
Huh? There you are. Carl Reiner, a man who could use a hat anytime.
How daring are you in your styles? I mean, for instance, you own a bikini bathing suit.
Yes, I was about 3.
You wear these on the beach, in the pools and places like
No, not at the beach. Not in my house.
You wear them around your house?
Yes.
Just around your house?
Yes.
Well, I mean, is there sun coming through? You got quartz windows or something, or no roof?
Whenever I feel like wearing it.
When people come to the door, you open the door with that on?
Sometimes.
It is not permitted to ask addresses, just personal questions.
I like that. I like that.
Uh-huh. Telly Savalas.
Now, our your taste in hats seems varied. How about your taste in men? Tell us, dear, what is your definition of the ideal man?
Someone like Robert Goulet.
Robert.
Tall, dark, handsome.
And with hair.
Mine with hair.
So 2 parts of the bill anyway. Another thing, are you of an artistic nature? Are you emotional? Do you blow up quickly? Or do you have a flair for different things?
Different.
I'll send you down.
Panel, that's enough. Now you have enough information to make a decision. Ruth did one of these 3 things in this rather intolerable situation into which she had been chivied. She was too embarrassed to refuse and paid for the hat. She flatly refused to pay, or she put it off and said she'd take it on approval, and if her friends liked it, she'd buy it. Now, Jayne, you started off the questioning. Make up your mind.
Well, I think that Ruth is much too attractive and knows hats. My goodness, having 20, she knows them too well, I think, to buy anything as crazy as that hat. However, she was so sweet. You were so sweet while all this was going on. I don't think you flatly refused. I think you're the kind that would be very gentle about it and make an excuse. Maybe you said you'd take it home on approval and send it back as fast as possible.
There's a woman's intuition about another woman. Now, Mr. Reiner?
Well,
husband?
I was going to go along with Jayne, but then I thought the expression that she left us with on the thing was, and I think right after that thing went back on, she said, "Oh, come on, you're kidding." I think she flatly refused as charmingly as I know she can, but I think she flatly refused.
All right, we'll
I'll
put
put
you
up.
on record right there.
Right.
She flatly refused. Now, Telly Savalas, who has had a lot of experience in other lines of work, supposing you tell us what you think went on in a millinery store.
Yes, well, in looking at Ruth, finding her beautiful, I also think that she's firm, diplomatic, and discreet, but I don't think she'd go along with the gag, and she would politely but flatly refuse. That's all.
Now we have 2 refusals, and Jayne Meadows saying that she took it on approval, which is
I just changed my mind.
just too late.
Flatly
Just
refused.
too late. Because, Ruth, for every wrong decision, you get $50. Now, let's see her, because remember what she did. When we left her, the clerk had just asked, cash or charge. And this is what happened.
But yes. Well, I mean, it's a custom-designed hat. Monsieur Anto did it just for you.
I didn't want to buy it myself.
You
You see, Jayne, the men knew more about a woman than you did, and your later thought was correct.
Yes.
She has a mind of her own. She said,
Don't we
I don't
all?
want it. Well, you've won $50 in cash, and Ruth, we're going to make it possible for you to relive this high-fashion nightmare whenever you wish, because in addition to the money, you get a film of this part of the show and a projector to run it on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
An age of violence spawned a breed of violent men, but also men like the Virginian, who of necessity learned to live with and cope with that violence. Each Wednesday, the Virginian comes to you in color at 7:30, 6:30 Central Time on NBC. These stories, inspired by perhaps the greatest of all Western novels, star Lee J. Cobb and James Drury in the title role. Following the Virginian, it's that consistently entertaining hour with that master musical craftsman, Perry Como, weaving a web of musical strands and festive fun. Also in color at 9, 8 Central Time. But don't go away, because at 10, 9 Central Time, there's still another kind of entertainment coming your way. Stories of The 11th Hour. Wendell Corey and Jack King star in intriguing dramas of people's deepest emotions in The 11th Hour. Wednesday evenings are evenings to remember when you stay tuned to NBC.
One of our favorite special guests on this program is Carl Reiner, who's just come back from New York. And, Carl, did you see the big smash hit play, Enter Laughing, which was taken from your book and from your autobiography in a way?
I saw it, and it was a very exciting evening for me because I took my children to see it, and in watching them watch the show, I had a lot of excitement because they were watching Daddy when he was 17 and a half, and it was pretty exciting.
Is it a big cast?
No, there's about 8 major performers. I can't think of exactly how many. There's 5 starring performers and a couple others.
Well, in this next part of our show, dipping into the realm of human behavior tonight, Carl, we used a cast of 2. A cast on the left arm and a cast on the right arm of a very healthy young actor whom we incapacitated for this occasion. What we did, we put both of his arms in plaster casts. Then we sent him into an ice cream parlor. He ordered a dish of ice cream, and here's what happened.
Thanks. I saw you sitting here, and I can't eat this myself. Would you feed me?
Get the waitress to feed you. She'll feed you.
Well, the waitress is busy. Yeah.
Well, we're not so busy right now.
Just give me a bite, will you?
Let the waitress feed you.
What's the matter? Aren't you a nice guy?
I am a nice
So
guy.
give me a bite, will you?
I'm telling you this. Let the waitress feed you. She'll serve you right. We're not busy right now.
Thanks a lot.
We're not busy. You're not doing so bad.
No, not doing so good either. Come on, would you give me a big hunk of ice cream? All I'm getting is the goop, the chocolate jazz.
Quite a situation, isn't it? The fellow minding his own business, eating his own ice cream, and then comes the fellow with the cast up to the arms. Now, before you decide whether this poor man actually spoon-fed our actor, let's meet him in person. This is Mr. William Fell, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Mr. Fell is 63 years of age. He's married, has 2 sons and 5 grandchildren, and by the way, strangely enough, he owns his own restaurant. So you were kind of a postman on a holiday, eating in somebody else's place.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Well, now that you know that much about him, Carl, why don't you play amateur psychologist and try to find out what makes Mr. Fell tick?
Do people come into a restaurant who are sometimes broke and ask you for a handout?
They do.
What do you do in those cases?
I'll feed them.
What do you give them?
Well, it all depends. Sometimes I give them toast and coffee, eggs sometimes, cereal.
Depending on what's left over or just how you feel?
No, never give them anything left over.
You are generous that way.
Well, I've been generous that way all the time I've been in business.
Uh-huh. Jayne Meadows?
Mr. Fell, I want you to be very honest with me. I'd like to know where you prefer to eat, in your restaurant or at home?
In my restaurant.
Watch it. Your wife may be listening.
My wife is a cook.
Oh. Now,
Wait Wait a second. Who cooks at home? Who you got there cooking at home?
And nothing at home, D?
Oh.
Mr. Fell, have you ever had a broken arm?
I have.
Who fed you?
Myself.
You just got along as well as you could.
I had to use my right hand.
Mhm.
Ah.
Now, Telly Savalas, whose real name, incidentally, is Aristotelli, he's Greek, and probably has a line of restaurant owners going clear back to Demosthenes. Aristotelli, Telly Savalas, who is now one of our great actors. What would you say about Mr. Fell? What would you like to-
You buy chestnuts from the chestnut man at wintertime without wanting to eat them, Bill? You buy chestnuts?
Chestnut.
Yeah, chestnuts. Where you
You've
from?
never lived in the East, maybe, have you ever?
Oh, yes, born in the East.
Yeah, don't you buy chestnuts or peanuts or sometimes?
Peanuts, yes.
You
not
give
chestnuts.
quarters to a blind man?
Never.
Never?
I give money to a blind man.
Yeah, you contribute
Not
to
too
the
generous.
American Red Cross?
Not
stuff
too
like
much,
that?
you give him some.
Yeah.
But you're always giving.
Always giving,
All
yeah.
right. I think I got you pegged.
Now, you see, three things. He either fed the man the ice cream, refused it, or he took his ice cream and went to another table to get away from the situation. How are you going to vote?
Well, I don't think he fed him. I think being in the restaurant business, he thought of this guy as a kook. He probably had a lot of people like this come into his restaurant. Probably didn't want to have too much to do with him. I don't think he fed him. I think he moved to another table.
You want to vote there? So
Yeah,
we have
I'm
you
gonna
on
vote.
record?
Yes, I'm
All
gonna
right.
vote.
Jayne Meadows.
I think that Mr. Fell is a very, very generous man. We've gotten that from him, but as the owner of a restaurant, I think he put himself in the place of a customer, and the customer's always right. And he was a customer. You were in this case. And so I think he just took his prerogative as a customer and moved to another table.
There's 2 votes. Now, Telly Savalas.
Well, looking at Bill, and you say he's 63 and he looks like 40. It's got to be because he's kind and sympathetic. It's my feeling that he went along with the gag, and although the fellow was a little arrogant toward you, that you finally got around to it and you really fed him.
That's very interesting. 2 votes that you moved to another table, 1 vote that you fed the man, and of course you get $50 for each wrong answer. So let's see what happened back at the ice cream parlor.
Want a cookie? All right. How'd you break your hand? Your hands, both.
I'm an ice cream mixer.
Ice cream mixer? You mean tell me you broke your hands ice cream mixer?
Well,
You like it. You like sherbet, don't you?
Well, Mr. Fell, you fooled Carl Reiner and Jayne Meadows, but Telly Savalas had you tabbed absolutely. So you do get $50, and we also want you to have a Bell & Howell 16mm Filmo-Sound projector and a film copy of this portion of the show.
Thank you.
Very good. Now a word from Alka-Seltzer.
Whoops, you need help. Thanks. I'd welcome it with all my chores. Phew.
And help here?
And with what's inside. My headache's got a headache. It needs help from all this running around. Stomach's kind of queasy.
Well, you've come to the right place. We run a little headache concession on the side. Be my guest.
Oh, Alka-Seltzer.
Alka-Seltzer. Of course, the thing to do when you have a headache, upset stomach, is to take sparkling Alka-Seltzer. Pills take time to break up in the stomach, but Alka-Seltzer is liquid quick when you take it. Pain-relieving, stomach-alkalizing ingredients hurry through your system to spread soothing, welcome relief. From headache and upset stomach.
There now, you look more chipper.
And feel that way. Thanks for the Alka-Seltzer. It's amazing.
Take Alka-Seltzer. It's the thing to do.
Mr. Fell, before he left, told me that he had $100 coming to him because Mr. Reiner and Miss Meadows had both missed. And Mr. Fell, you're invited to stay after the show where a little game is about to commence. And you can double the 100. Telly Savalas, the last time I saw you, you were behind bars, helping Burt Lancaster and the Birdman of Alcatraz. You were raising canaries. I understand that you've had another run-in with the law in another movie.
Yes, this time I'm evading canaries and, you mean the man from the Diners Club?
Yes. You play the part of,
I'm a heavy carrying a gun, but this time I'm with laughs.
Yeah, they call you what?
Foots Pilatus.
Foots Pilatus. You've had quite a career playing heavies, and I know that underneath that ominous, sinister exterior beats a kind man like Mr. Fell, our restaurant man. Huh?
Well, I'm delighted you said so, Art.
In a moment now, we're going to ask you another question. In fact, I'll ask you right now, do you know what the most intelligent animal is next to man? Woman. Carl Reiner said woman, and you have just alienated 57% of our audience. The answer is a chimpanzee. Everybody knows how intelligent chimpanzees are. Scientifically and technically, they're very intelligent. So we decided to find out just how smart they were. So we got one from Jungle Land out there at Thousand Oaks. We put him in charge of a pet shop. Not in a pet shop, in charge. Now, we didn't leave the chimp completely alone. We put this sign right here next to it. Can you come in on that? Here's a sign by the owner. It says, I'll be out for 20 minutes. If you're in a hurry, tell the chimp what you want, and he'll get it for you. He doesn't speak, but he does understand. Please leave the money on the counter. Let's see if customers actually ask the chimp for help.
Well, you're pretty smart, you know that? How do you like that? Yeah, I'll leave the money here, okay? Hey, look. Good boy? Everything okay? What? No, they're the best trained things you can find. Say hello to her now.
It's just like a you.
They make up the mentality of about a 5-year-old child.
I know. Oh, you're smart.
I'll be out for 20 minutes. If you're in a hurry, tell the chimp what you want and he'll get it for you. He doesn't speak, but he doesn't understand.
Are you serious? No, you're kidding.
Some I left money there, Hetty.
Now, the couple in the film are not here tonight, but their names are Hetty and William Petlack, and I'll give you a brief thumbnail about them to help you decide what they do. The Petlacks have been married just 4 months. They came to Los Angeles from New York City. Mr. Petlack is a salesman. Now, they did one of these 3 things. They actually tried to order something from the chimp, or they left the store without ordering, or they went and looked for the merchandise themselves. Now, Telly, Savalas, what do you think they did?
Well, a New Yorker coming to Hollywood, it's going to try something once. I think Lincoln had the New Yorkers in mind, you know, some of the people, some of the time. And this being the first time, I really think that they ordered from the chimp.
Actually spoke to the chimp and said, we want so-and-so.
Yes, I believe so.
You're from New York.
Yes. Yes.
And you think a New Yorker would do this?
Well, I'd go on with it, sure.
All right, you vote now. We want you on record. You've been pretty good so far. How about you, Jayne Meadows?
Well, the man did make some remarks about the intelligence of the animal, and she seemed to be taken in also by the sweetness of the chimp.
Yeah, he grabbed her arm, you remember?
Yes, absolutely, and she spoke to it just like she was talking to a baby. I don't know whether they, left an order and money and everything, but I think they sort of went along with the gag and laughed it up a bit. And actually talked to the chimp, yes, and maybe said something about we'll have.
Look at the serious thought on Carl.
No, well, I think it was the woman who said he said they have the intelligence of a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
And a 5-year-old, you might say, get me a box of crackers. Plus the fact that when I go to a pet shop, I talk to all birds, hoping they'll talk back to me. Minor birds, any long black bird with a beak I talk to. So if there was a sign saying talk to the chimp, I definitely would, being from New York. I even more so. So I think they ordered from the chimp. At least they asked him, said, do you know where the polygon crackers are?
All right, now all 3 of you, which is a rather unusual affair on this program, all 3 of you agree that the couple ordered something from the chimpanzee. And believe that preposterous sign. All right, for every wrong decision, Hetty and William Petlack will get $50. Let's see what they did.
Let's ask for breeding trail.
Yeah, he's going to give you a breeding trail right away.
Because he's more human than you. You're sweeter than Bill is. Who wants the fish food? Hey, can I have some fish food?
That's it. Yeah. Yes, we did. Actually, they don't get any money because you were all right. But however, because the Petlacks have such wonderful faith in chimpanzees, we're going to send them on a free vacation trip with all expenses paid to Las Vegas.
Petlacks will be staying at the Hotel Sahara, offering the finest and guest facilities at the West's largest first-class resort. Traveling by TWA Transworld Airlines.
featuring luxurious Starstream and briefcase commuter service. Nationwide, worldwide, depend on TWA. Two of our film guests received the Bell & Howell 16mm Filmo sound, the world's first automatic threading sound projector, the lightest made, so simple to operate that a child can do it. All of our film guests receive a gift package of our beige by London.
Now a word from Ben.
Why do 9 million men and women now protect themselves with Ban Roll-On deodorant? I'll show you a few of the reasons. This is the ball that rolls Ban On, built to a tolerance of 3/1000ths of an inch. This is the collar that keeps the Ban ball rolling smoothly, protected by a United States patent. Now, Ban itself. The new Ban formula starts with aluminum chlorhydroxide that helps keep you dry. It also stops odor for 24 hours. Second, Ban contains rich emollients to keep your skin soft. And for the first time, polyglycol ethers that let Ban roll on with motion smoothness. You've just seen why millions more people are now using Ban. Ban rolls on perfectly. Ban is kind to normal skin and clothes. Helps keep you dry. And stops odor for 24 hours. Let new Ban take the worry out of being close. For you.
You did a wonderful job tonight. Telly Savalas got all three for three. Yes, that's a record. And Jayne got 1 for 3, and Carl got 2 for 3. This proves that in the field of human behavior, 3 heads are better than 1. So if there are any experts out there with 3 heads, please send your name and heads into NBC. We'll be back next week on the Art Linkletter Show. Good night, everybody.
Alka-Seltzer for relief of headache and upset stomach, and new Formula Ban helps keep you dry, also stops odor for 24 hours, have brought you the Art Linkletter Show. Facts used on the Art Linkletter Show are authenticated through the research facilities of the World Book Encyclopedia.
I'm John Glenn. A daily physical activity program benefits us, our children, and it will you too.
This has been an NBC Television Network production.